Great. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And I'm gonna move some things around here. Bear with me. Gotta love technology. Just real life happening at this moment. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, my name is Beth. Thanks so much for hopping on with us tonight. I know time is super precious, so we're going to keep it short and sweet. But somebody who cares about you invited you to join us tonight. So we're just going to go over a little bit about what Trinot is, kind of some of the things we offer, and just a little bit more about that. And go over products and just a little bit of business stuff and some details that way. And if anybody has questions along the way, feel free to drop them in the chat too. But a little about me, I have a corporate background in human resources for probably about like 25 years now. I'm a personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, and a Reiki master. So like I absolutely love like health, wellness, healing, like all of the things. And as far as this company in general, just give you a little bit of background about it. Trinot means to change life. And that's kind of exactly what we're doing here. Very solid foundation. We've been around since 2013. They have very high impact, innovative health products. We also have wealth education, and they love to give back. So we also have three pillars that you'll see here on the screen too. We revolve around health, wealth, and community. They also have an award-winning track record, so Inc. 500 and a few different awards there. And we're also in quite a few different countries with a couple more coming as well. And with this particular company, one of the things that stood out to me the most with this, just because I'm kind of one of those ingredient nerds, like I read all the labels, all the things, I'm just picky with what I put into my body. The commitment to quality here is definitely top notch. They have GMP certified, so the ingredients are tested. The products are from literally raw whole food plants, proprietary formulas specific to us, advanced technologies, and they're basically like no additives, no synthetics, even gluten-free, all of that fun stuff. All right, and first up, these are going to be some of our products that we're going to highlight here. We have several more above and beyond this, but just for ease of time, we're just going to highlight a few. So as far as if there's any coffee drinkers watching, it's not really that known, I think, that coffee is very mass produced, and a lot of it is not even like mold tested or heavy metal tested or things like that. So that might even be the cause for people running to the bathroom after they have it, maybe the brain fog, things like that. But did you know that your coffee can burn fat? It can improve your mood, not give you like the crash or the jitters. And you can do that all with just 1 cup a day. Like I honestly didn't even believe that when I was first told that because I was a coffee addict. But this nootropics drink does just that. We have it in a coffee, a chocolate, and a lemonade version, but essentially it's nootropics. So it's going to have the natural mood boosters. It's going to have a appetite suppressant in it. It's got fat burners. So it helps you even feel more motivated. You feel more productive, you feel happy in actually anything that you're doing. I know it helps me even just be a better human and tackle my inbox when I'm just doing my thing too. But the slow release caffeine, you're not going to have that crash in the afternoon. And with everything that it does, it's definitely a favorite here. So I mentioned we have a few flavors, the coffee flavor, the chocolate, and there is a strawberry watermelon and a zest as well. Some people will even use this for their pre-workout, like the lemonade version. You can drink it cold, you can drink it warm. It's so good in many different ways. And next up is our Enrich. So our digestive enzyme that is also a pre and probiotic. So if you struggle with any of these things, like for example, like bloating, maybe you have struggled with IBS, food sensitivities, indigestion, maybe your gut health is just feeling off, maybe you've had your gallbladder removed and you just don't digest food like what you typically used to, irritable skin issues, anything of the sort, heartburn, the list goes on and on and on. That's where a digestive enzyme can come into play and be actually helpful in that regard. So this is a raw full spectrum enzyme that is stabilized with the pre and probiotics. So it's going to break down the foods that you're eating, the carbs, the sugars, the proteins, the fats, and also help you get rid of the stuff that your body doesn't know what to do with. So it's also going to support regularity, or if you go like don't go enough or you go too much type thing. It's going to help you with whatever you struggle with. In the next slide here, there's actually a video where you can see it in action.
We're going to demonstrate the power of the enriched enzymes using a snack pack pudding. As you can see, it's a solid. I turned it upside down here. I'm going to take one of these enzymes, crack it open, and stir in these raw enzymes that also have pre and probiotics. We're going to make sure this is really stirred around in here. These enzymes are designed to be taken before meals, so we're breaking down the carbs, the fats, the sugars, and the proteins so the body can actually absorb all the nutrients from the food and help with digestion. And so as you can see, this pudding is already going through a change. And literally in just about a minute and a half, it took a solid pudding and it liquefied it. I love being able to see the products that I'm taking every day work right before my eyes. And that's one of the great features of Enrich is we get to demonstrate the power of enzymes here.
Yes, that's such a cool demonstration. And I personally have dealt with IBS. Not fun. To the point where it's been so bad I've landed in the ER from it. This goes with me everywhere. It's in my purse, it's in my Jeep, it's in the kitchen. It goes with me everywhere. It is so, so good. So if you struggle with anything digestive wise, even just feeling a little off, that sort of thing, this one could definitely be a beneficial product for you to add. All right. And next up is collagen. This one is probably what got me here. And with being the fitness nut that I am, collagen is super important for your body. Your body is made up of collagen from your tendons to your ligaments to your joints to your hair to your nails. And as we age, it slows down. You don't produce it like what you used to, and it starts depleting, which is why we maybe like get saggy, get baggy. There's wrinkles, our joints hurt, our hair thins, lose skin elasticity, all the things. Collagen helps support all of that. So when you can support that with a like a bioavailable, highly absorbable collagen, you're going to be able to combat some of that stuff. You might even start aging a little bit more gracefully. You're going to see your skin tighten. Even just for myself, like when I started this, I was dealing with a sports injury, probably about a year. I was running a boot camp gym when I found these products, and I had an injury that I was dealing with for that year I mentioned, and I was trying everything to try and fix it. Physical therapy, dry needling, chiropractor. I was covered in KT tape. I couldn't open a door without pain or change my shirt without pain. And that was going on a year. I was taking a powder collagen we sold in the gym. Thought it was helping, but I wasn't noticing or feeling anything. When I switched to this liquid collagen, within less than 2 weeks, the pain started going away. I wanted to cry. I was so happy to not have to deal with that day in and day out. And you can imagine people notice, like my gym clients noticed, my friends and family noticed, like, what are you doing? Because my knee hurts. Maybe that would help me too. So I knew if it could help me with something so simple as a sports injury, it could help so many people. So we have 3 different versions of collagen. We have a bovine liquid, a marine liquid, and a powder collagen as well. This one is infused with biotin. It's got antioxidants, protein, all of that good stuff. So you're going to see improvements with, I think there's a slide here coming up, with the even just skin tone, skin elasticity, cellulite, surgical scars, lashes, thinning hair. That was another thing I struggled with because I have thyroid issues and I legit had a receding hairline. Thanks to this collagen, that is no longer a thing. And I had not tried a single thing that helped with that. What else do we got here? Skin issues, the cellulite. I kind of wish I would have took a picture of my behind when I started here just to see the changes because the cellulite stuff, that's such a big deal. And even in the upper left-hand corner too, one of our founders, Russ, he incorporated the collagen and he's a little bit of a workout nut. And that's the only thing he changed. And you can obviously see the muscle definition and tone improvements with just incorporating that collagen for 12 weeks. So this one is such a game changer and does so many things for just one product. All right, and next up is our award-winning daily health system. So this one just got another award, the Gold Stevie Award. It's kind of like the Oscars for supplements. This one it won the awards because of all of the things it does. So it's a 2-step system. The first step is transform. So that is like a plant-based enzyme that converts sugar to fiber. So if you could convert 50 to 90% of your carbs, sugar, glucose to fiber, your body's going to notice a substantial difference. So it's going to reduce the glucose spikes from food. It's going to help with your metabolism, stabilize blood sugar, increase your energy, even your focus. It curbs cravings. You feel fuller faster, reduces brain fog. It helps with weight loss plateaus. I myself didn't realize I had a blood sugar problem before I started this. I have in the family, diabetes runs on both sides. So I knew I had to be mindful. And I put on a continuous glucose monitor, and my numbers were crashing in the evening, like stupid low, like seizure worthy when we go down the rabbit hole of Googling. And when I incorporated this transform, it leveled out. My sleep got better. I was waking more rested. The cravings, the hangry monster, if you know anybody that gets hangry, that's totally gone. I don't have to travel with snacks and plan my day around food anymore. It is such a helpful little thing. And even if I eat out, it's with me, like it's in my purse and everywhere I go. And the second step to that system is activate. So this is going to be a drink that you simply mix with water. So if you struggle with food noise, maybe even just those pesky cravings, a stubborn belly fat, like as we get older, that seems to be the spot where it goes. Appetite control, even just hormones kind of being out of whack. And or maybe you're even thinking about the injection because you're kind of looking for something to help with weight loss type thing, or even just help with blood sugar management. This helps with that. So you can see Tina in the middle here as far as the testimony, same outfit and just a year later. And you can obviously see the difference in her body composition changes. She released weight and she lost a lot of inflammation. So GLP-1 is already in our body. It's in our guts. It's a hormone that we produce. But as we age, that's another thing that declines, just like collagen. And then it also activates AMPK as well. So in the fitness world, that is flipping the switch for burning fat, and it burns it for energy. So it's going to burn visceral fat, which is the stuff that accumulates in the midsection. So that's why individuals are seeing the body comp changes, releasing weight in inches, that sort of thing. So between these two together, they cover basically all 5 factors of metabolic health as well. You'll see some more testimonies on this slide, but the 5 factors of metabolic health are going to be your cholesterol, your triglycerides, your blood pressure, your waist circumference, and your blood sugar level. So when those get back into balance, people are seeing massively positive results, and they're feeling it too. They're sleeping better, their mood is more balanced, and all of those things. So if that sounds like anything you could benefit from, that would definitely be a go-to. And then next up, this is another product that we recently came out with is the For Her. So I recently learned too that menopause can start as early as your mid-30s. Unfortunately, like as women, how lucky are we that we get to deal with all this lovely stuff? But on this slide here are just the top 20 symptoms. And I had a handful of these, not realizing I am probably in perimenopause. There's a full list of 108 symptoms that we get to deal with. And thankfully, to this system, it's an herbal blend of ashwagandha and estrogen 100 that helps combat some of those symptoms, like the hot flashes, the insomnia, the cranky, the moody, all of that stuff. So if you struggle with any of those, just know you don't have to continue suffering. There are alternatives and options to help you feel better. All right, and next up, this is our newest release. Some people have heard of this, some people have no clue. So NAD is also naturally occurring in our body, just like the collagen, just like the GLP-1 hormone, but as we age and as we deal with stressors, it declines. And it's basically like your phone battery. Like as it declines, it's just running out of charge. So we lose about 40% of the NAD by the time we hit 30 and about 80% by age 80. So basically what it does is it's going to recharge your cells, and you're going to feel like you like you're 2.0 basically. You're going to have more focus, you're going to have more energy, more clarity, more energy. It even affects your metabolism. So we've had people have changes that way too. As far as that goes, but this blend specifically, we are the only company that has this blend. Typically, this version you have to get by IV or injections. And with this proprietary formula that they created, it's in a liposomal form, so your cells actually absorb it. And you're getting about 1,000 times absorption because typically capsules out there, they don't have that blend. And it's not even making it past your digestive tract to get to your cells. So if you're not feeling yourself lately, or you're just maybe your sleep is off, your energy, your focus, any of that sort, this will definitely be one to consider. And they literally just released it to customers where we can order it now. So I know a lot of people are anxious to get their hands on this one. And then we also broke into a travel category as well. So if you're somebody that loves to explore, experience adventure, travel, maybe you just do a couple girl getaways, like weekend getaways. Maybe you have to travel for kiddo sports. Maybe you take that one trip every single year. They released a private travel membership that gives you access to exclusive wholesale prices for condos, for resorts, for hotels, for rental cars, cruises, all of it. So if that's something that you're interested in, we can plug you into some info on that. And then probably my favorite part with this is that once you have your membership for 12 months, you get a free vacation at the end of it. And you can pick from like over 3,000 destinations. So essentially, you're getting more out of it than what you're even paying for your membership. And then even the discounts alone, people are saving thousands of dollars in their trips and their travel. So if you're curious on that, just get back to the person who invited you here. We can even do like a little demo and look some stuff up for you, so you can see it too. But this one is definitely a fun perk. And even if you utilize that yourself and you have other friends and family that like to travel or want to travel, you can refer them and you can get commission for that too. So it's basically like $10 for every commission referral. And they're going to continue that membership because obviously they're going to want the free trip at the end of it. So that's going to be a commission every single month on that. So if you're curious on that, definitely ask the person who invited you about that to get a little bit more info. And then social proof. We have a testimony group with thousands of testimonies. So you don't necessarily have to take our word for it. You can get back to the person who invited you here. You can get into this group and you can poke around. You can search keywords. You can search menopause. You can search knee pain, thinning hair, lupus, Lyme's disease, diabetes. Like you can search all of those things in here and you can see testimonies of what somebody struggled with and what they did to kind of help alleviate and combat that. So it's a fun group and there's a lot of inspiring stories in there. And then I'm going to bring on my teammate, Carrie. She has been doing this business for a little while with me now. And she's also one of those people that is super mindful about just taking care of her health and all the things. She's a nutrition response testing guru too, which still is fascinating. I love that stuff. But she's going to go ahead and share kind of just a few of the ways that we get paid here, just because like how you heard my testimony and like my shoulder stuff, and people were like, what are you taking? Because I need that too. That's where the opportunity lies behind this, because you're not going to keep it a secret. You're going to want to help other people too. So Carrie's going to go ahead and break down a few of those options for you.
Yeah, thanks. So I love this all so much because these are real stories. So whether it's the products that are saving and changing people's lives, or on the business side. So I'm living proof like this has taken my health to a new level, and I muscle test everything that I put in my body and my kids' bodies, and our bodies love these products. They're whole food. So whether or not you come here for the business right away or not, it's important to point out that just the discount alone as an associate is worth looking into or considering. But we have a possibility of earning fast money in the first, week to 30 days and beyond, with bonuses that we can talk more into with you personally later. But what stands out also is every product that you sell. Sorry, I have a sick kid that's yelling for me right now. Um, you can earn $7 to $10 on every product every time. And what's important too, if you want to go to the next slide, we get a Jeep bonus. So at certain levels, if you achieve and maintain, it's either $350 a month or $500. And for us personally, we paid cash for our Jeep, and they still give us the stipend. So that's awesome if you're like a Dave Ramsey kind of mindset. Um, we are in our house. And then this just shows briefly like whichever all the levels you can achieve and maintain. It's monthly bonuses, it's predictable, there's no surprises, and it's all volume based, no percentages. So you don't have to guess anything or sweat at the end of the month. So, and it's paid weekly for the different bonuses and such. So, um, beyond that, we do have other promotions that we are running right now that are pretty incredible. So, definitely reach out if this, piques your interest, or whether or not this isn't your initial interest, but maybe you'll find yourself like um, feeling the benefits of all the products and stuff. So
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you so much. I so appreciate you hopping on and sharing, especially with having a sick kiddo at home. I
yeah, I
know that
might just
your hands full.
mute and then get off the video because he's screaming. So
Yeah, no worries. No, no, go. Thank you so much.
yeah, of course.
All right. And next up, I'm gonna go ahead and just like unpin her. Um, I have to apologize. I lose my cursor when I share my screen. So hopefully it lets me keep going here. So I think I got it. All right, so maybe you are just here for the products, and that is totally fine. We have amazing products that we can get you hooked up with, and you can start feeling better. We have a Black Friday sale that just started yesterday. So now is the perfect time to even just get started with any of that. Or maybe you're a little interested in the business side, or even just the perks that come with the associate account. Because as Carrie mentioned, you can get the discounts with the associate account. We have some enrollment like deals on that right now too. Maybe you just want to get your products covered simply by even just sharing your link, sharing with a few people that might want to feel better, or even just do the journey with you. Or maybe you want to earn big income. Like I myself replaced full-time income here. That is totally possible too. But whatever pace you want to go, we match that here, and we have some awesome systems to just plug into. It's designed for very busy people, as far as that goes too. So there's something for everybody here, truly. And if anything resonated with you, or you're a little curious or want information on anything you heard tonight, go ahead and just get back with the person who invited you here. We so appreciate your time tonight. I know it is very, very precious, and I don't want to take up too much more of it, but that wraps up kind of like our presentation here. And if there's questions, you can certainly drop them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and give you back the rest of your evening. I'm just going to open up the chat here and see if there was anything.